In Chapter 16, we're going to look at a wellness perspective. By the end of Lesson 16.1, you will be able to explain how wellness relates to good health. You will be able to identify the components of good health and describe the positive and negative aspects of each. And you will be able to explain how the positive aspect of each component can contribute to good health. What would you wish for if you could only have one wish? Some people would say $1 million. Some would wish for other material things, such as a new car or a new house. But after thinking about it, many people indicate that they would wish for good health for themselves and their family. If you possess health and wellness, you can enjoy life to its fullest. Without health, no amount of money will allow you to do all the things you would like to do. In this lesson, you're going to learn about the components of good health and the relationship of wellness to good health. The World Health Organization issued a statement in 1947 indicating that health was more than disease or illness. This recognition led to the development of a more comprehensive definition of health, which now includes wellness. According to the World Health Organization's statement, you are not well just because you are not sick. Wellness is the positive component of health that includes having a good quality of life and a good sense of well-being, as exhibited by having positive outlook on life and being happy and fulfilled. In Chapter 3, you learned about many of the health and wellness benefits of physical activity. Most of these benefits were physical. It is true that good physical fitness is important to overall health and wellness, but you now know that health and wellness has many components. Because health and wellness has many components, it is important not to focus on just one. The physical component is one that has been emphasized because physical activity is so important to health and wellness. But other components are also important. The goal for good health and wellness is to promote the positive while avoiding the negative of each component. If you are happy, informed, involved, fit, and fulfilled, you have incorporated the positive aspects of the health components, like intellectual, physical, social, emotional, and spiritual health, into your life. You will then possess wellness, and your risk of illness will be decreased. Because wellness is often considered the opposite of illness, people sometimes think wellness is impossible for a person with a disease or medical problem. Most of us have health problems at some point in our lives. These problems may be short or long-term conditions. However, even with problems, you can develop and practice healthy living to enhance your sense of well-being and your quality of life. By the end of Lesson 16.2, you will be able to explain the difference between controllable risk factors and non-controllable risk factors, identify and describe several healthy lifestyles, identify and explain some environmental and social factors that affect health and wellness. If you asked every person you know, you would probably find that all of them would like to have good health and wellness. But how many of them are aware of all the things they can do to achieve it? In this lesson, you're going to learn about healthy lifestyles and how they can help you achieve good health and wellness. You will also learn about some of the environmental and social factors that can influence your health and wellness. Lifestyle is a word that refers to the way you live. A healthy lifestyle is a way of living that helps you prevent illness and enhance wellness. In fact, healthy lifestyles are ways that you can reduce controllable risk factors, which are risk factors that you can act upon to change. Healthy lifestyles are in your control, and if you practice them, they reduce your risk of many of the major health problems. It is important to know that practicing healthy lifestyles not only reduces the risk of disease and death from disease, but also enhances your wellness. Some risk factors are not in your control. These factors are called non-controllable risk factors because you cannot do anything about these risk factors. So, focus on those that you can control. regular physical activity is a healthy lifestyle that health experts feel is among the most important. Not only does it help you prevent many of the major illnesses and enhance your physical fitness and health, but it can contribute to good health in other areas as well. This list includes some lifestyles that you can adopt to promote good fitness, health, and wellness. These lifestyles are not only beneficial if you choose to do them, the choices you make have much to do with your fitness, health, and wellness. Sometimes people refer to something called environmental wellness, but environmental wellness is not a personal characteristic. Rather, an environment can be referred to as unhealthy if it causes health problems or if it detracts from the 5 components of personal wellness. In fact, the second most important contributor to early death is an unhealthy environment. Especially important to your health and wellness are your physical and social environments. The physical environment refers to the air, land, water, plants, and other physical things that exist around you. We know that certain physical environments can be very harmful to your health. People who live in polluted cities are at greater risk than those who live in the country where the air is cleaner. People who work in coal mines and people who work in areas that allow smoking have a higher risk of illness than those who work in less polluted areas. Your work environment is sometimes referred to as your vocational environment. You may not be able to change some of the aspects of a physical environment, such as the place where you live. You can take action to improve your environment by not exposing yourself unnecessarily to smoke-filled places, avoiding excessive exposure to the sun, and using pollutants, such as weed killers, carefully. Exercising away from heavily traveled streets can help you avoid excessive air pollution. You can also work to protect the environment by recycling and by not polluting the air, land, or water. Your social environment refers to your social interactions with the people around you. This environment includes interactions with friends, teachers at school, colleagues at work, and other social contexts outside of school or work and in leisure time social situations. Researchers have shown that teens who have friends who practice unhealthy lifestyles are likely to try risky behaviors. Those who have the social support of others who have healthy lifestyles are more likely to practice healthy behaviors, such as being physically active and eating well. Choosing supportive friends is important to good health and wellness. Most people are exposed to unhealthy social environments at some point in their lives, even when they would like to avoid them. If this happens to you, consider using some of the self-management skills described earlier to help you make good choices.